My previous video I posted on a lady that was eating with her hands, glove and nose mask on because of the COVID-19 pandemic situation in the country. So now, today we are going to talk about the reason why you wake up on Monday morning and you don't feel like going to work. There are simple reasons, there are so many reasons, but we'll be discussing few of those reasons and the important ones. First of all, number one is rest. Every single individual, every single living being needs rest. According to science, we are supposed to rest for minimum of 8 hours, but you find out that most people do not observe such protocols and they neglect it. Some people have 4 hours sleep, while some people 2 hours and so on. But the most important thing is that you have a good rest. Sleep well, have a good rest. Now, if you take a look at our economy situation, someone trying to make a living, someone trying to meet up a target, in such doing, the person will be stressed and there will be no much time for the person to rest. So when you stress yourself from the previous weeks up to weekend and you don't give yourself a good rest, you just end up waking up on Monday morning and not feeling like going to work. You just feel like staying back at home or lying back in the bed. Now, there are simple things you have to do. If you are the kind of person who loves partying after work, those weekend parties and so on, you have to cut it off a little bit, or just program yourself and you can just program yourself and make it short. Give yourself nice rest, sleep very well, so you'll be very healthy. You'll be very healthy for the next week. Monday morning is a very important time. It's a very important day because it's the first work day of the week. So everybody, your boss, your colleagues are expecting to see you shiny, expecting to see you happy, healthy and strong. So no one would love to see or hear someone giving an excuse concerning his resumption to duty on Monday morning. So you're expected to give out your best and you're expected to come up so strong, never like before. So that Monday morning demands a great task. Now, first of all, I want to talk about your place of work. Concerns rest. Around your place of work, you will notice that if you are the kind that you like stressing yourself so much, engaging on unnecessary things, you like working, stressing yourself, and after everything, there is nothing to show out for, or there is no output, or there is no achievement, it will feel as if you've done nothing within that day. So that Monday morning, much is expected and much is required of you from your boss. Now the next thing we'll be talking about is your savings. That's a very interesting side. You as a worker, you need to have savings. What do I mean by that? Because that is also another means that can strengthen you and give you that energy to wake up on Monday morning and feel like, wow, I need to go to work. Or on Sunday night, you'll be like, wow, let me put on some things in order so I can go to work. So if you have a good savings, right in your bank account, you'll be happy. So it contributes to your happiness and gives you that strength to wake up on Monday morning and feel like going to work. Now, this saving part is another topic I would be discussing some other time. But if you want to follow up, if you want to catch up with the next video about how you save, how you can save. Just don't forget to click on the subscription button below, and don't forget to click on the notification bell so you be notified whenever I put up that video. Now let's take a look at the saving aspect a little. If someone has in his account, let's say you have about 100,000 naira in your account and you are earning 25,000 naira, that's a good saving for the year, and you feel happy because you have something to show that you are working. But when you look back into your bank account and you find out that you just have 5,000 or nothing there, you will not be very happy. So when you get to your place of work, everything irritates you. You feel unhappy. You feel irritated by every single event that goes on in your place of work, especially on Monday morning, because the tax on Monday morning is very high. You're expected to do greater, to perform better on Monday morning than every other days of the week, because it's the starting point. The way you start your Monday also determines how the rest of your days in the week is going to be. When you come up with good results, when you come up with good productivity on Monday, it's also going to help the productivity of the rest of the other days. Now, we are still talking about the bank account stuff. Your savings brings joy. Your savings gives you joy. So it is very important for you to save. Then the next thing we are going to talk about is nutrition. You have to eat very well. That's a very important side. If you don't eat very well, you don't eat a balanced meal, it is also going to affect you on your Monday morning, because the body needs that fuel, the body needs that energy, the body needs those supplements, the body needs those nutrients for it to be able to make you feel strong on Monday morning. So let's say, for instance, you went out partying during the weekend, you went out cashing all the funds, and you didn't eat well throughout those weeks. Believe me, it's also going to cause you not feeling like going to work on Monday morning, because every energy you've drained out, and this is a new day, the first working day of the week. So you have to eat well. Then, in support of that, you also need to take lots of liquid. I'm talking about water. Drink a lot of water. Minimum of 4 gallons in a day. 4 liters of water in a day will do the magic also, because when you are dehydrated, you also end up making your system to move slowly. Now, water helps in so many ways. When you are thirsty, you feel irritated, you feel tired, your body system will be so disorganized. That's why you need water. You need to drink lots of liquid. Now, to add to that, in terms of liquid, if you are the kind of person that you do stressful work, in terms of work that is related to carrying of weight, you lift things and so on, you have to take soft drinks that are high in sugar, because the body needs that for you to be able to work well, have energy. The body needs that. Now, talking about that aspect, if you are the kind of person that you don't do stressful work, like you don't do weight work, you're the kind of person that you sit down, let's say within the working hours, you sit down for close to 2 to 3 hours, 4 hours, you don't need that carbonated soft drink like Coke, Fanta, and so on. You don't need it. But if you are a student moving from one lecture hall to the other, going out, taking lectures and so on, you need those carbonated drinks. At least 1 to 2 bottles in a day will be okay for you. Do not take more than that to be okay for you, because your body system needs that sugar for it to fuel up your system. Now, the next thing we are going to talk about now is about your attitude in your place of work. That's a very serious side. If your attitude in your place of work is very, very bad, sometimes you might not notice. Believe me, it is also going to affect you on Monday morning when you wake up. How is it going to affect you? Let's say, for instance, you are the kind of person that you like irritating people, you like yelling at people, you like fighting in your place of work, you like complaints so much. Believe me, say what goes around comes around. That thing you're throwing to your colleagues, that thing you're throwing to your boss will also bounce back to you at the end of the week. Now, they too will also want to give that to you, thereby ending up you going home feeling bad, feeling exhausted, plus the workload for that week. So it is also going to contribute to you feeling like not going to work on Monday morning when you wake up. So now let's look at the attitude part. If you are the kind of person that you don't always put up that smile, that lovely smile, you are always depressed, you always feel cheated, you always feel not wanted around. Most people say they feel like they are not wanted in their place of work. They don't want to see my face, they hate me, my boss hates me, my colleagues hate me. You have to sit down and question yourself. That's a very important aspect. That's a very important side. You have to sit down and question yourself. Now, first of all, what you have to look at is, what are those things that you do? What are those things they complain about? And what are those things they do to you? You sit down, analyze that, because it's also going to contribute to your happiness. Because when you resume on Monday morning or some other days of the week, and you feel like your boss will be like, you this guy, don't repeat what you did last week or yesterday, there's a problem there. The boss has started raising his eyebrow towards you, so there's a problem. You have to iron up that issue, and make sure everything is alright between you and your colleagues or your boss. Sit down, analyze everything, process it, and think of a way you have to move on and make things better. You can change things for good at any time. Now, towards that aspect, you also have to, after sitting down, processing it, you also have to work towards it. How do I mean by that? If they always complain about you murmuring, or you complaining, or you being lousy in your place of work, you have to sit down and correct that. How are you going to correct that? If they always complain that when it comes to work you shy away, you also have to sit up and correct that by putting your effort, making sure that the work is going on. Because no boss would like to get zero output or zero achievement in one day after you spend so much hours. No boss would love to hear that or see that. So the aim of every boss is to get productivity or to get an output or an achievement for that day. So you also have to work towards that if you really want to be happy in your place of work. Every boss loves someone that is very hardworking. Hardworking does not mean you have to hit your head on the wall, but hardworking simply means that you are always ready to carry on duty whenever it is necessary. That's being hardworking. And also, you are able to cause productivity, increase the rate of productivity in your place of work. That is hard work. Now, the next one we are going to talk about is punctuality and regularity. Now, these two things work together. Let's say, for instance, in terms of punctuality, you're supposed to resume by 8 a.m. and you decided to resume by 8:20 or 8:01. You're not punctual, because the rules of the company says you have to resume by 8 a.m. on the dot, 8 o'clock a.m. on the dot. So now, if you are the kind of person that you are not always punctual, you're going to have problem in your place of work, because when you waste 20 minutes of the work time, it will also affect the productivity rate for that day. So every single minute counts in your place of work, and your boss pays you according to the time and your productivity, what you have achieved for the day. So punctuality is very important. The next one, we are still on punctuality and regularity. So I'm going to talk about regularity. If you are regular in your place of work, you also get the chance of receiving promotion in your place of work. No boss would love to promote an irregular worker. So let's say, for instance, we have 5 working days in the week, and you come to work Monday, you come to work Wednesday, skipping Tuesday, you come to work Friday. No boss would love to pay you. No boss would be happy to pay you for that, because you are irregular. Now, when you are such kind of person, you will notice that there will be deduction in your salary. So you will not be earning exactly the amount you're supposed to be earning for that month. So they are going to deduct those days that you've not been coming to work, you've been absent. So that also counts to that punctuality. They also deduct those little time, thereby making your salary not to be exactly what you are supposed to be paid. Now, how is this going to affect you on your Monday morning when you resume? If you are not paid well, let's say, for instance, you are supposed to be paid 30,000 naira in a month, and you end up seeing 25,000 naira due to deduction, you're not going to feel happy. How is it going to affect your resumption to work on Monday morning? When you're not paid the exact amount you're supposed to be paid, you will not feel happy, you will not be happy. So some people will end up during that weekend going to take some alcoholic drinks just to cool themselves, because they feel like taking that alcoholic drink can calm them down, can make them forget about their sorrow. Most people normally make this statement: drink and forget your sorrow. But when you do that, you are not actually drinking to forget your sorrow. You're drinking to break your system down for the Monday morning resumption. So this is also another reason why when you wake up on Monday morning, you don't feel like going to work. Now, the next one I'm going to talk about is how to make yourself happy. You have to make yourself happy. No matter what is happening, no matter what you're going through in your place of work, refuse to stay down. Make yourself happy. Each and every individual has what he can do or what he does to make him or herself happy. Try to make yourself happy. That's another topic entirely. So thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to click on the subscription button below